goodness. That is stunning. That is absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
And I thank you because that's just lovely. And it feels so nice to see something that I drew so many years ago. Put it away, never thought to see it again, except to once in a while maybe look at it and think, oh yeah, that's what I did when I was much younger. Thank you. That is just beautiful. Do another twirl, because it just twirls very beautifully. Yes. This is interesting. It's adorable. Well, you're just a designing woman at this point in time. Let's face it. That's what's happened here.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I'm so excited I got to show you this.
I am very excited that you did show it to me. It made my brand new year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, loving it. My goodness. My goodness gracious. You really did a beautiful number on this.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
All these are hand put on.
Oh, that is really lovely.
Around $50 to make.
Entirely with top and bottom?
This was around $50 in materials.
That's really nailing it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Will this be one of your showings?
Yes. Yes, it will.
I like the idea. I hope everybody else is going to like it as well. That's really impressive.
Thank
Wow. You really got really close on this thing.
you. I think it's a lot better than the Halloween one. I think this is nice, and it's very simple. It's just black.
This is lovely. I like the fact that you decided to do it in black.
And a little bit longer.
I like that
in the
part
back.
as well. I like the thought behind that.
Thank you.
Has a really pretty effect.
All thrifted materials.
That makes it even that much better, because you know what? People will understand what can be done.
Yeah.
And boy, that's impressive.
This cost around $30. Now the thread was new. But other than thread, $30.
Have you seen the price of thread these days? That's even more impressive that you were able to do that.
Thank you.
Terrific. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a happy place for me. Thank you very much. Oh. Okay, I have goosebumps. Wow.
And this, you might recognize. You gave me this.
I did. I remember that.
Because she's got the little sparkly on her.
Yes, she does. I like the fact that the two sides have the delicate neck part, but the front has the floral with the bodice doing this, and then the back. That is just, there's a lot to like. I have goosebumps. I'm sure other people will enjoy it as much as I'm enjoying it.
Thank you.
Well, that is definitely show thing. Yeah. That's definitely a fashion show statement and a fashion show garment. I like what you did with the shoulder area.
I got some
That
ruffles
is
here.
Absolutely the prettiest. Oh, look at this. Oh, even better close up. Oh, yes.
And then the back.
Yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. You did a wise thing in how you put this one together, because I like the slash thing to the front, but I especially like that shoulder line area, and then carried it over into the cuffs and the hips. That's, you're going to get an awful lot of likes on this one.
Thank you.
I have a feeling you're going to get an awful lot of likes. This is probably going to be one of my favorites.
Oh, favorite. That's I didn't expect this to be one of your favorites.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be a little too short.
No, there's something about this that has so many things in the design area that it's just very likable.
Thank you. That's such a compliment. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Keep up the good work. Oh, wow. That is just lovely.
So this is one of the ones we're going to bring to the fashion show.
You know, that's a very nice idea to go the gamut, you know, from one kind of center, you know, that's terrific. That tells you what you can do with different, this is amazing. This is good.
Well, I'm very excited that I get to show some of your designs and things that are inspired by your designs in New York this weekend.
Well, thank you very much for that. It's kind of an exciting thing. Who would think that it's something when I was a late teenager and suddenly there it is?
It'll be
It's
very fun.
quite exciting. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Julia. I think you should go to a spring ball. Could I see the back? Could I see the back? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It needs to go to a spring ball. Oh, this has to rank high. It has to rank high because it's just as lovely. Yeah, it really, yeah.
Well, thank you.
If we were doing 1 to 10, I'd have to say it goes more like an 11.
Oh, I love it. Thank you very much.
Sweetheart. Oh, now that's pretty darn interesting. Oh, you have to turn around for the bow part. Wow. Oh, yes. I think I was just in one of those moods where you think, gee, I wonder what I could create if I use these elements. And I think you executed it very nicely. You did it even farther, much better than I did in the drawing. Thank you, honey. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, wow. Oh, that is just lovely. Oh, that is just very, very lovely and just, I like the color. Pockets. You know that I love pockets. Arm things.
Thank you.
And in your hair.
Oh, yeah.
I think you did a beautiful job in creating it.
Thank
and
you.
I what's very impressive is that you did it with thrifted material and of course a lot of time to put this together, obviously. Mm-hmm. You know, as you've gone along, it seems as if it's gotten more and more, you know, better and better and better.
I'm excited I got to show you this.
It makes me happy to see it, that something that was drawn appealed to you enough to make you want to try this. And I think it makes it a very beautiful, beautiful presentation. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Wow. That is extraordinary. What a lovely color. And it's variegated.
Yes.
It's very, oh, you captured that dress.
Thank you very
did
much.
Capture it. It's very obvious that you're progressing with the sewing.
And I end up adding a train, which I don't think was originally in your design, but I thought it was a nice addition.
Well, you always add a little touch of your own creativity to the different designs, which is very lovely to see.
Thank you.
Because it brings it into this time in life. And I think that's a very lovely thing and a very, you know, very complimentary to both of us.
Yes, yes, very much so.
I'm loving what I'm seeing. It's very lovely. So many of them have become my favorites for various reasons. Either it's something that you added to it, it's something that just was something that catches your eye immediately. I have to say this one ranks high up the same way as those others that I liked so much. I have to put it in the like 9 to 10 category. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness gracious. Julia. Oh my. I have to admit, this is one of the times I'm kind of glad I was busy drawing. But that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very involved. It's so obvious that took a lot of work on your part. I like what you did with the headpiece. It is really great. Oh, I think you made it better than what I had in the drawing, actually. So yeah. I'm very pleased with that. I mean, it's one thing to see it in a drawing, but it's when you're putting it together and I see it in real life, it kind of makes me want to cry a little bit. That is so incredibly interesting and lovely. Oh my goodness. Julia, you always amaze me that you hit it right on the head, because that is the kind of color combination I had in mind. And I like what you chose as your trim, because it's even prettier than what I was drawing. It's beautifully done.
Thank you.
You really did an outstanding job. I'm in awe of this, because when you decide to try one of these, you seem to really get the gist of what I was trying to do. And I thank you for that. given me something very special. You picked up on the very center thing that I have in here. I like the fact that you added a little extra on the rose thing. Want to do oh, you put a rose in the back as well. That's beautiful. Oh, honey. Thank you. Thank you. Julia. Wow. Wow. I like the peachy color in that. Very cute indeed. I like what you did with the thing on your hair.
Oh, thank you. I added that.
I like that a lot. Wow. Wow. Is that a nice addition?
I put it in a little clip so it can clip right
Oh, you did it with that's amazing.
I had some extra fabric.
I hope your followers pay attention to this. This is this is a great idea.
So happy I got to show you another one.
Yes, I'm happy you did it. I'm sorry if it caused a lot of extra work for you, but it was worth it. It was worth it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah, sweetheart. I like the rhinestone part.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
that's great.
pretty, pretty.
It was a pain in the butt with the sewing needle.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. I am sure. Julia, how about this? I like it a whole lot. I especially love the way the skirt has the extra flowers on it, and it kept that trim that I liked.
Yeah, I love the trim. The polka dots, very pretty.
Yeah, I always like that trim. I'm waiting for the Rockettes to pick up on this because I think this is adorable. I think they could do a number with using this kind of design in their performance. I'd love to see that. You know how I love the Rockettes. Oh, that's great. That's really great. Keep up the good work. Wow. Ah. You made the dress that I liked a lot. When I drew it, I liked it a lot. Oh, Julia, you did a nice job on this.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. You did a
Thank
very beautiful job.
So I use all thrifted repurposed material. My total cost for everything that went into this was $13.
Ooh.
So this was the original way that you could wear it. And then I made it in separate pieces so that you could kind of wear it different styles. So if you wanted to wear it like so, or if you wanted to, and wear the dress, so you could also wear it.
How interesting is that?
Like this. And then lastly, made a little skirt that you could put on.
I'm really impressed with this part especially well. And I think this one is really outstanding. It made me very happy with this one because this was one of my favorites. I have to admit, you take things to a level that make me very, I get excited about it. And I think that's part of what design is all about. Oh, Julia, this one was especially fun. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Julia, what a great repurposing. This is really great.
Thank you very much.
I'm very impressed.
Fun. Thank you.
And I like the results.
Thank you.
That's all that counts. I hope you like all the hard work you put in to do this.
Sometimes if I take a second shot at things, I find that I'm able to kind of rework it a little bit better.
You know, that's part of what you do when you look at something. You study it, and then you figure out what parts of this do I really love. And sometimes that's what the results are, what you created.
Yes, well, thank you, of course, for letting me show you this redesign. And I'm excited to show you many more.
I'm very pleased with the results. You never cease to amaze me with the way that you decide to use the materials that you have. That's the important part of what you're doing. And it's great.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, sweetheart. Good job. Wow, wow, and wow. Oh my. Oh my. Once again, you have a way of repurposing various items that it's just kind of mind-boggling. Oh, wow. Oh, and we have a special kind of bowl.
Now, obviously, I'll ask the question instead. Is this something that you would wear?
Most likely not. It was not part of what I would have, However, I see a lot of young people today that are into, and especially the people that are in show business, love to have things of this nature that looks beautiful on the stage.
Now, maybe if this was in a different style fabric, obviously less extravagant fabric, would you wear a design like this maybe to go swimming when you were younger and you swam?
Oh, when I was younger, I did have, as a matter of fact, I had swimsuits that looked quite like that. Yes.
There you go.
Oh, yes, I did. I had a very different body style as well. Nice going, Julia. Julia, how exciting is this? That is just an amazing piece of work. Very good, very lovely.
Did also change up the neckline a little bit.
I'm quite glad you did that, because I in looking at the drawing, I was kind of surprised at myself. It was a bit lower than was my usual way to draw things.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, Grandma, it's a
little décolletage. Yes.
Yes. So
yes.
I kept the shape of the neckline, but I added kind of a peekaboo sweetheart neckline with some tulle so that you still have the low cut, but it's a little bit more covered for modesty.
I'm glad you did that. I think it adds the right touch to this particular outfit. This is beautifully done. Very beautifully done.
I made a little flower up here, almost like a brooch.
Yes.
Although we love the big poofy skirts.
I see something coming, that you must have thought of something extra. Again, you surprised me, and in a very beautiful way. Thank you so much, Julia. This is lovely. Oh, sweetheart. Beautiful. And the kitty cat is going up the stairs. Oh, goodness gracious. Julia, how did you accomplish that? I got goosebumps. I like the idea that it could be a floor-length dress. Oh, I like it. I don't just like it, I love it. Yeah.
So there is a reveal with this one.
Talk about creating excitement. Oh.
So there's a train in the back if you want to wear it like this.
Well, if someone needs something for a red carpet design, I'm sure they should be in touch with you. Yes. Oh, yes. I'm blown away by this, because first of all, I love the first look, because it was you always manage to come up with something to really give Grandma an awful lot of things to just get excited about. This is the kind of dress that I saw myself in if I was going to some event or something, because I just liked the look of it, and I thought it really speaks fall to me. Yes. This is a yes. Oh, Julia, thank you. Oh, how pretty, Julia. That is just lovely. I like what you did with the sleeves.
Like a big flowy sleeve, very much like you.
It does look like a beautiful Christmas dress.
Noticed in your drawing, you had really cute buttons. Now, that was my first time ever doing something like that. So that was very...
Well, you did an outstanding job. You really did. Love it.
Thank you.
I love it a lot. Thank you very much. Oh, wow. Oh, I like your little jacket that goes with this. And I like the shimmering fabric. Oh, that's beautiful.
This is actually your trim that you gave me.
Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness.
Just remember, I was on the phone with you and I was like, I found a way to use your trim.
Very, very well done.
I'm not going to lie. I actually like this one.
It feels like you've hit on something that really has some appeal to you.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because that's part of the designer, thing that goes on in the head.
And I'm really happy I got to show you this one.
Thank you for doing them. So the drawings I did had to do with people who would be wearing, of course, there were a lot of gowns and a lot of, because it was fun. It was a fun thing to draw. And I think there was that fantasy in the head about, how would it be to wear something of this nature? Yeah,
I was
thank
quite
you.
happy with this one, so thank
you.
you.
I'm sure you were, and I understand why. I'm so glad you got to use trims. Oh, Julia, that's adorable. This makes me feel so good that something I've drawn later now in life, and you spotted something on there that appealed to you. It's marvelous. This is really great.
Thank you.
The skirt is dear. I like what you did with it. Oh, and the back is such an interesting back. Turn to this. Oh, and the back is pretty again. just like the pink one. This is difficult because I thought I was in love with the pink. And now that I see this, I think I'm just as in love with this. I might like it even more. I like that a lot.
I've been really nervous to show you.
It makes me happy that here I am further along in life. And because I decided to draw again, it's something I would never have expected at this point in my life. It makes me feel so good inside. Thank you, Julia. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. Oh, Julia, that is lovely.
I did change up the end of the skirt to make it a little bit more flared. But other than that, I kind of wanted to keep the original idea of the design.
I like what happened with the bottom of the skirt. I like the extra fluffiness of the ruffle that you put on there. That did something extra special to the design. I like it.
Thank you. This is all repurposed. The only thing that is new on this outfit is the lace applique that I applied.
I like the way that you placed it. It has a very pretty effect that way. Oh, I like the back as well.
There's 3 pieces, as I said to the set. You can remove the jacket. And
the jacket is very sweet. That's very pretty. It balances the rest of the outfit nicely.
Thank you so much for letting me show you this design. I'm happy I got to show you it.
Well, thank you for doing such nice things with the design. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, wow, Julia. That is quite an interesting outfit.
I made little white ears to kind of emulate a bunny, if you will. Found all of this fabric thrifting for under $1. So I was very proud of my. So it does have some stains on it, but I tried to clean it up best I could. And I kind of made like a 50s inspired prom dress.
It really is. That's a lovely eyelet type of fabric. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I like what you did with the hemline. Picks up what you did at the top. Very lovely, lovely effect. I'm very impressed with how you thrifted for this and the amount of money you spent, because that says a lot. I hope everybody is thinking about that when they go out and realize that they can create some very lovely things at a very reasonable amount. So I thank you for that.
Thank you. Well, thank you for letting me show you it.
Oh, wow, wow, wow.
I didn't have any color in this drawing, so I kind of decided the color to add.
That is really gorgeous. A lot of sewing. That is really an extraordinary piece of work that you've done on this. And I'm sure it took a number of hours.
I like to add touches that are yours. So these are 2 little buttons that you gave me back when I first started sewing.
Oh, I remember those. Kind of wonderful to think my designs have kind of inspired something really a little bit different, but still keeping some of the idea behind it. Thank you very much, sweetheart.
Have inspired so many people, because I know people see my videos, and a lot of the times the comments will be like, well, that doesn't look right. It doesn't look exactly right. I think what our goal is that people take inspiration, and if they see your drawings and they want to try something similar, maybe get inspiration from those, that's what we're kind of hoping for.
And not only that, but along with that inspiration, I hope people think about the idea of the thrifting part, because there's so many things they can create at a reasonable amount, and then they can feel so good on so many levels. Thank you, Julia.
Of course. I'm so glad I got to show you, and I fell in love with making ball gowns again.
It's very exciting. It's an exciting thing. Thank you for bringing the excitement. Love it. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at the flowers on there. It has an airy, a very sweet airy effect.
This section to be able to be removable if you wanted more of a strapless option. If you wanted to, you could just wear it like as a strapless gown if that's more your speed.
This is beautiful. This is just beautiful. Thank
I'm
you for
so
doing
happy.
things like that, because it's very touching.
There's a photo of you where you're holding a sketch and you're like in the photo, and there's all your drawings behind you, and I'm thinking about you as a younger person and drawing these out and imagining what it would be like to wear these, and then I'm making them. It feels just, I feel very connected to you while I'm making these.
Made me feel very, very happy in so many ways, because of the fact that you're thrifting, you're sewing, you're giving people inspiration. All of these bits and pieces are all very touching. So thank you for all of those.
Thank you.
Sweetheart. isn't this interesting?
So this is kind of the pajama sort of version that I went with, more of a negligee, if you will.
Turned out very well, I think.
Thank you. This fabric is thrifted. It is, I got all this fabric for $12, and it is from a 1950s dress. So it is accurate to the era I was kind of inspired by when I was making this garment. Even some of the stuff that you've got Mom or you've got me, it's always just so beautiful. It's always my absolute favorites in terms of stuff you can wear to bed. You just have such an immaculate taste for what's going to be comfortable, but still very, very beautiful looking.
Well, I think the feminine body should be dressed in as lovely a garment as possible.
Like a princess.
Yes.
Every time you go to
Yes.
sleep.
Yes, I think that's a lovely feeling. And of course, we know women work very, very hard. There should be moments in life where they can have this feeling about how they're dressed,
Right.
or what they're wearing.
Right.
They work hard all day long in
Yeah.
doing many other different things in life.
Yeah,
This is necessary as well.
definitely.
And so I like to feel that maybe something I've drawn that appeals, that they can be made into an actual garment. That's a lovely feeling for me. Yeah, thank you, honey. Julia. Julia.
I want to talk a little bit about your new designs because I have showed people some of your new designs, just kind of flipping through them.
I'm surprised that I still am able to manage a little bit on that level, because I can see that there's a little difference in the way I'm drawing. It's not what I was when I was a very young lady. And there's a little bit of arthritis that decided to move in. You know, I do the best I can.
I always think about you as a teenage girl drawing these things, and I still see so much of that in your drawing. Interesting that it just sort of flows through you, because it does not do that for me. I have to think about it.
Well, I'm so happy that something I did not have at that time didn't go into trying to sew some of my designs.
Mm-hmm.
I would sew basic things for family use.
Yeah.
But when I see what you're doing with the sewing end of it, that makes me very happy, because I think, oh, how nice to see that in something that I drew, you see something that you would like to maybe create in real life. And that's a very lovely, that's very touching. And I thank you for that.
Of course.
Thank you,
have...
sweetheart. Lovely. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you.
Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness.
So this is a redesign of a grandma design that I did a couple of months ago. Repurposed this blue fabric. I was kind of inspired by Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, that kind of look. And I wanted to kind of make a Cinderella meets Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, because this color blue is very Cinderella to me.
I am particularly interested in how you created this bottom. This is very, very pretty. That looks like a lot of work, though.
It's actually pretty simple. It's a pretty straightforward design. It's a basic pencil skirt kind of silhouette, and then I just took some of the excess blue fabric. I made 2 little tubes, and then I pinned where I thought it would kind of look nice. I don't know, I wanted it to look very bouffant and puffy.
So it started out as a tube, and then you gathered it. That's very interesting. I love the glove effect. I think that's very elegant.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh, sweetheart. Oh my goodness gracious.
We seemed really
You
intimidating.
think? That is a huge undertaking. I think you aced it. I like the fact that you used the pearl design over onto the shoulder. This is so very clever. Oh goodness.
So you can have the veil separately, and you can just wear the hat.
I thought that the idea that you did with the hat is quite ingenious. This is quite lovely.
So I am going to rip this up and repurpose it.
That was a lot of work. You may be able to once again use it with another design. Very happy to see this. Oh, what have we here? Aha.
So this is one of your more business wear grandma designs, and it didn't have any color in it. And I kind of went with a fall theme. So I went with some brown and then a plaid design that has some greens and some browns in it, because I thought that kind of fit the design that you sketched.
And I was about to say, this is a very interesting choice of fabric design. And I like it.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, indeed. And I like the fact that you find a way to do a double type of piecing, and it all looks like one garment. And that's quite interesting.
Thank you so much for letting me get to show you this design. And I'm so happy I got to show you this one.
And thank you for doing it, because it's a lot of fun to see what you create.
Thank you so much.
Oh my. Oh, wow. Come closer. Oh my gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. This is lovely. And look at the underskirt here. Oh, did it. You knocked it out of the ballpark. Look at this color and look at the shimmer is beautiful. I see some differences, but what you did with it is very unique and very pretty.
Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness, Julia, that's beautifully done. You captured what I was thinking of when I made the design, but you captured it beautifully.
Thank you very much.
I can understand why you consider this your Cinderella. Grandma's very thrilled.
Thank you very much.
This is just beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh my dear.